January is Crime Stoppers Month, and at a recent ceremony they introduced new initiatives and crime prevention techniques.
Crime Stoppers works because of a close working partnership between the business community, the media, and the Halton Regional Police Service. And I like to view it as a three-legged stool. Without that equal balance, the stool doesn't stand.
We encourage people to deal with the police, but not everyone's comfortable doing that. So what Crime Stoppers does is provide an anonymous way to report on crime without having to be involved and engaged directly with the police officer.
Crime Stoppers Halton has proven itself to be a great tool for the community, with an increase of 11% of tips coming in since last year.
Since 1985-86, I believe, more than $10 million in illegal narcotics and recovered stolen goods. So it's an extremely successful program. And so much so that Sergeant Gary Gold, who is the Halton liaison officer, was named Crime Stopper Program Leader of the Year at the International Conference last year. So it's a very successful program.
For 2010, Halton Crime Stoppers has selected an anti-guns and gang theme. We are very fortunate to be living in the safest regional municipality in Canada. However, we must never take for granted that things will always remain the same.
Halton Region claims to be the safest community in Canada, and that's due in part to preventative measures like this. Crime Stoppers will be putting these posters all across the region.
The message for the poster is very clear. We want to make sure that anybody in the region that is looking to have a gun don't have one. We're not going to put up with that. We want the kids in the schools to know that this is not right, that to have a gun is very dangerous, not only for themselves but anybody around them. And we want to get that message out very clearly.
Although gang activity is mainly seen in our neighboring cities, Detective Constable Chris Dodds tells us what to be on the lookout for.
Gangs are evolving, they're very fluid, and the signs right now are very subtle. So you have to look for certain things. One thing that is starting to come up is beads, different colored beads. Certain gangs are identifying themselves with different colored beads. In the States, even in New York State, rosaries are being used. They're adapting those with their gang colors to wear them. In the United States, they're considered religious symbols, so they can't be taken from them. So it allows them to represent who they are.
The edgy guns and gangs posters are now being distributed around the Halton region to raise awareness. If you have any information on criminal activity, call 1-800-222-TIPS. From the Halton Regional Police Headquarters, I'm Paula Adams for The Source.